Okay, so wasn't that fun? So by now you should have, hopefully, maybe if you're working along with me, gotten both your Shannon-Weaver Diversity Index, H prime, and also S figured out, and so we're cooking in grease, as they say. It should be, we've gotten a lot of the just scut work done, and we're ready to actually do some we're getting closer to visualizing our results and getting to the final statistical tests of significance, which are pretty exciting. We're going to have to take these numbers, your H prime and your S, and we're going to have to clean them up a little bit. First of all, you know that each one of them refers to a species number. And what I'm going to do is, I don't like analyzing data and making charts of my data in rows. I like them in columns. Also, they are currently not actually numbers yet. They are formulae. So here's a couple things I'm going to do. First of all, I want to make sure that I get the transect numbers right next to them. So I'm going to copy the header that's at the top and put it right next to these numbers here. And then what am I going to do? You know what? I'm just going to pretty it up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to select them all. Just a little beautification here. I like a big thick border on the outside. I like little skinny lines on the inside. I like them all in bold. So make sure they're all bold. Okay, great. I've got them selected. I'm gonna copy them. I'm gonna skip a line, come down here and paste as values. So just to comment on that, hold on, here's values. Okay, look, one of the beauties of Excel is that, let's just say it turns out there's something really funky. You find that some data point that's really out of whack, and you can go all the way back to the initial data up here, and you find that, oh yeah, there was a error transcribing information in, and you go to your paper, your notebook, your lab notebook, and you find the error, and you come in here and you change it. 73. Well, yeah, that's possible. Anyway, you can change it here, and then all that change will be reflected by all the subsequent calculations all the way to your chart sometime. So you might actually, so I just pasted these as values, and I want to use them as values. You might not want to do that. Let's just see. There's different approaches. Whoops. I'm going to take these things here, which are not numbers yet. They're all linked to their equations linked to the original data. And then I'm going to open up a new chart, and I'm going to paste them here, and I'm going to just look over see if I just paste it, it doesn't know, the references are all wrong. So I could do the values, but I don't want to. I'm going to see, I don't have very, paste special. Do I have any options in here? That's interesting. It's pasting a link. That's a picture, a linked picture. Boy, I'm not too sure about these. So I'm going to abandon my linkage, and I'm just going to put in the values here. And so that's what I'm going to do. So there they are. I want them, oh, by the way, this is not species. This is distance along transect. Cool. Okay. So then what I want to do, I'm going to copy this stuff. I'm going to transpose it. Copy, and I think I have a transposing process here. There we go, guys. Cool. Okay, so now I have my headers here, which is the way I usually like to look at data. And okay, I've got H and S prime. What are we going to do with this, guys? What are you going to do with it? There's two things. Well, there's several things you're going to do with it. One is you're going to make a scatter plot. You want distance on the x-axis and H plus on the y-axis. Be wary, though. Look at these numbers here. They are not ordered yet. Okay, so before you do any charting, you've got to select your data and sort it according to distance. And then you're going to make a chart. I'm not going to spend time right now showing you how to make a chart. You learned it earlier in ESM 230. And also, I have posted, just in case you're a little bit rusty on making charts, I posted on our Canvas a direction on how to make a chart in Excel using my method, which is the best method. Just in short, you don't select data and tell it to insert a chart. If you do that, you will bring grief and woe upon yourself. Instead, do it my way by going off to the side and inserting a blank chart. Now you have a blank chart, and now you can populate it using your best friend, the select data thing. Okay, so you're going to do that. That's one of the ways you're going to analyze your data. The second way you're going to analyze your data, remember there we had, I always forget this word, strata. It's a stratified sample. Well, it wasn't originally. We had a transect, but we could break that transect into three groups, three strata: near, medium, and far. 0 to 24, 25 to 49, 50 to 75, or should I go 0 to 25? Whatever. Break it up into three groups, and then you're going to have stratum 1, stratum 2. Do not use my words, use your own words. Okay, and then so let's see, stratum 1, you're going to want to grab all these guys and put them in here. I'll copy them. Okay, and then do the same for stratum 2, stratum 3, and then what are you going to do? You want to make a chart that shows these. I don't think I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. I think you can figure this out. Oh, shucks, I have to. Well, no, I'll just give you a hint. I have also posted another how-to Word file to help you remember how to insert error bars in bar charts. Okay, cool. So that's two charts you're going to make. And then lastly, you're finally going to do some statistics. There's two different statistics you're going to do. One is the F test for regression. That is after you've made your scatter plot. After you've made your scatter plot with this data here, you are then going to do a test of significance for the regression. And so now you need to do another thing which you may not have done. I don't know if we did this back when you took ESM 230. But what you need is under the data thing here, you need to show this data analysis tool pack. And your version of Excel may not have that. So please follow the directions on getting it. I think you go to File, you go to Options, and there, it's an add-in. And find the data analysis add-in here. It's something here. Okay, do that, get it, because it's going to make your life so much easier. It's so easy to do. In fact, I'll just do one for you. I want to do the, well, let's see, scroll around to see what's going on here. There's all kinds of statistical tests here. Look at this one. Not the F test. I'm doing regression. Here it is. Click OK, and I'm going to do a test of regression. And so what's the Y range? Oops, I already have done it. I'm going to delete this. What's the X axis going to be in your chart? Oh, I hate to tell you because I don't want to give it away. You should be able to do it. I'm not sure if what I'm doing here is right or wrong. I'm just going to do something. Let's just pretend it's this. I'm going to select a bit of data. I'm going to do a regression of this stuff here. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I'm going to do this. Oh, wow. What is the deal? I just do the first 10. Here. Where'd it go? The hell? There, it's working now. Okay. And then the first 10 here. Guys, I have no idea if I'm doing this right. I'm just showing you how to do this analysis. The default stuff is fine, and just leave it all alone. Put in your X, your Y. It's gonna do the regression analysis and give you a p-value. Boom, it's done. You've just finished your statistical analysis, except for the words and the interpretation. And there's all this stuff, and the only thing you have to worry about is this right here, the significance F. All right, and you have to be able to interpret that as well. And if you want a review on what a p-value is and how to interpret that, I would be happy to oblige. I do have a video on that. It's important. We assume you understand the p-value now, and if you don't, you better get on it quick and know what it is. Okay, that's how you do the. That's how you do the. That's all it is for the F-test for regression. And now I can tell you whether or not the data I selected were significantly associated with each other. Okay, whether the variables are significantly associated. The other thing you're going to do is a test of significance comparing these three strata. Okay, so there's stratum 1, you'll grab the other strata, put it in there, you're going to make a chart on that, you're going to put error bars on that chart, and then you're going to do a test. Which test is that going to be? Is it going to be the F-test for regression? Is it going to be chi-squared? Is it going to be one of the others? I'll give you a hint. It's going to be one of the others. And which one is it going to be? You're going to, when you realize what it's going to be, and you can maybe get it out of me somehow, but I sure would rather you suggest what it is. You'll find it in here, and you'll click on it, and it'll be easy. Just dump the data in there, and you'll get your p-value. Be careful what you include in your write-up. I don't remember. I think we might not want just that whole table, but if we may just want the p-value. I don't know. Read the instructions very carefully, but I will tell you what we really want to know is the significance or p-value for any statistics test you want to do. Boom! You did it. Okay, we got through this lab, and just in the end, make sure you step back from it all. Ask yourself, what is the big picture here? What were we investigating? What was our initial hypothesis? Make sure you have in your mind some kind of concept of how we did that. And lastly, what are the conclusions based upon your statistical test? Okay, that's it. All that work to get to that last point. I hope it's exciting when you get there. All right, thank you for bearing with the slippery, slipshod nature of my video recording. Hope it helped. Bye-bye.